'Tis the season to visualize, unplug, and PO. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1421 of What's Up to Now. Documenting the journey, my business journey, both online and offline businesses the last year and a half or so, 2 years. Prior to that, 48 years running different businesses in like 27 or 28 different industries. Well, spending over a quarter century of that simultaneously in corporate America as a corporate executive. Well, corporate manager, and then climbed up the ladder to corporate executive in different organizations, all different types of organizations, some Fortune 20 corporations, I believe, and some big, hundreds of millions of dollars, family-owned companies. So a diverse range of experience and opportunities and projects. Been in lots of different industries. And in 2017, following my divorce, had the opportunity to do whatever I wanted. And I decided I was going to look into this online internet world, because I didn't grow up with the internet. I'm 61 years old. So the internet was definitely not a thing in my youth and growing up. Cell phones. There is so much technology that has evolved and developed in the last 50 years. It's actually mind-boggling if we think about it. My grandmother, who was a month shy of 100, passed away a couple of years ago now, and it was really interesting to spend time with her and just see the difference in her lifetime, the things that have changed and the way the world is now versus then. It's really fascinating and very, very interesting. So today, our idiom for supersize your business, we're doing for December. We were doing cold weather because it's cold in Wisconsin in December, and idioms about that. Then for this week of Christmas, a week before Christmas, we're going to talk about Christmas related idioms, and today's was 'tis the season, which is related to the one from a couple of days ago, deck the halls. They're both in the same song, right? Deck the halls with bells of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. That song is full of fa la 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 la's. A sentence here and then lots of fa la la's, which makes it fun and easy for kids to sing and remember. And it's been around since the 1500s, so no wonder it's a well-loved song. Started out as, Deck the Halls actually started out as a New Year's song, and it became, of course, holiday Christmas type, beloved Christmas carol. So that was ours today. And I actually wore my cat sweater in honor of, I had cats for a couple of years after my divorce, or I guess it was after awaiting my divorce. I had inherited a cat from my daughter and a cat from my son. I was living by myself in the house that we, big house we built for the kids. So kind of paddling around there myself. And when the kids said, we're traveling out west for lineman and photography school, can the cat stay here? Of course. And then my son as well was traveling, and the cat stayed with me. So I ended up with a couple of cats before I moved out of that house. And I love the cats, but my sisters thought it was very funny to give me a lot of cat things. And actually, this is a warm and cozy cat sweater. So since it's 'tis the season, I'll wear my crazy cat sweater around the holiday season. It's not quite a Christmas sweater, but it is a kind of a flashy little beady. I guess it's got a bow on the cat, so it's kind of Christmassy. So 'tis the season to wear my crazy cat lady sweater. Our Get Up and Go challenge today was day 20 of our free 30-day Get Up and Go challenge this month. And we're talking about our physical areas and aspects of our life with respect to the SOAP framework. The SOAP framework is the framework that I teach that helps people guarantee they have better results after any change or challenge that they face than before. We take this framework, we apply it, we practice it several times during the 30 days, once in each area and aspect of our life, and then we install it in our subconscious through repetition, so it becomes a part of us. So we are guaranteed to get better results and faster results, and the best results for us anytime we're faced with an obstacle, a setback, a challenge, a failure, right? Whatever you want to call it. And the good things too. Every time we're faced with a good situation, we'll handle that in the best way for us as well. So it doesn't just apply to negative things, although the negative things seems to be the things that move us the most in terms of change in the direction we want our lives to go. So our Get Up and Go challenge lesson today was about our physical options. What are our physical options? We use visualization and imagination as our tool for coming up with ways to fill the gap between where we are and where we want to be with respect to the physical area of our life that we selected. Now, I selected sleep this time because I realized I'm tired. I don't have enough energy. I'm kind of groggier than usual. And I realized it's because living with an infant, I have been interrupting my sleep more often and not getting sleep. So I'm going to brainstorm at least 20 ways that I could get better sleep. And I just thought of one right now, earplugs. I could have earplugs or headphones or something. And so as I go about my day, I will add to my list as I think of them so that I have at least 20 things to choose from. Then I will share three possible of those that we'll analyze tomorrow as part of the A in the SOAP framework, which stands for action. And before we can take action, we have to analyze the various alternatives and various possibilities, because there's always infinite things we could possibly do to fill that gap. And I'm already up to 13 things, 13 ideas, and I just finished that video. So it's once you get in the practice of visualizing and imagining and thinking of and looking for possible solutions, we find that just like opportunities, they are all around us all the time, and there's so many possibilities. So that was Get Up and Go challenge. Our annual challenge to do one thing every day that centers us, I said no to today because it's one of those dang unplug things again. It says unplug for the weekend. Well, it's Monday, number one, so that's not going to work. But I already said no to this weekend because this weekend is Christmas and Christmas Eve, right? Christmas Eve is Friday. Christmas Day is Saturday. There is no way we're unplugging. Even if it's just having the fireplace playing on the television, we're not going to unplug. I have Christmas traditions where I watch a couple of Christmas movies as I wrap presents and fill stockings I shouldn't have probably said that. Fill stockings at night on Christmas Eve. And I have my favorites, and I am not going to sacrifice that because it makes me feel good. It's a fun tradition that I like to follow. So I will unplug. I will commit to unplugging sometime, I will say, in the next 6 months for an entire weekend. How's that for non-committal? But I will do it. Last time I said I wasn't going to unplug, the challenge was to unplug for 24 hours, for an entire 24-hour period. And I said no, but within about a week of me saying no to that, guess what happened? We had a bad storm, the internet went out, and I ended up having to unplug for a 24-hour period. Now, through the end of this year, I have commitments that require me to show up every day here online. So I'm not going to unplug for sure before the end of the year, but maybe in January I can schedule out a weekend where I just unplug, which actually sounds kind of nice to me anyway. So maybe I will do that. Just unplug. Got a book I've been wanting to write. So maybe I would actually, although I do edit and write with tools, since my vision is so bad, I use a lot of electronic tools to help me function. And so again, it's just an excuse to not unplug, but I'll have to come up with some creative strategies to not use electronics in order to do that. It's amazing how dependent our lives are on electronics these days. I think they did a study, and like 80% of adult humans are within 12 inches of their phone for like an unbelievable amount of time, like almost the entire day. Maybe they're like away from it for an hour, but you know, we sleep by our phones. My phone is within arm's reach. It's my alarm, right? And I think that phone manufacturers and telephone companies and cell phone companies in particular have been brilliant at how they have made each and every one of us dependent on that electronic device by putting so many things in it and so many apps. It's our habit forming tool that helps us do so many things. And so that's why that is. So I'm not unplugging today. I'm not unplugging this weekend. I'm not unplugging before the end of the year, but I will schedule and commit to unplugging for a weekend. Maybe it'll be a weekend that I travel down to see my mom. But then I need my cell phone to call her when I'm at the airport, right? Or I have to go find an alternative, like a payphone. But that's still probably considered electronic. I don't know. We'll make the rules up as we get closer to them. But I want to do the spirit of that. I just know that it's not going to happen before the end of this year. All right. So Christmas, less than a week away. Granddaughter coming Thursday morning at 7 for Thursday, Friday. And then she'll spend Christmas Eve at my ex's with her family and my daughter's family. And I'm probably going to go to my sister's and spend it with my niece and my sister and her husband. And we'll eat some nice steaks and we'll sit by the fire and probably watch a Christmas movie and relax. So that should be calming and fun before the festivities of Christmas Day, which I'm sure will be crazy like they usually are. All right. Any questions I can help you with? Short of requesting that I unplug, the answer is yes. So hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.